Let's kick it off with the big story. Election Day is now just 8 days away. So at this point, my friends, you can forget about getting in shape for it because Election Day bodies are made during the primaries. But this year more than ever, voters are not waiting for the first Tuesday in November to cast their ballots.
The record number of Americans taking advantage of early voting across the country.
In states reporting data, an unprecedented 57 million ballots have already been cast. That's more than 40% of the total votes counted in the 2016 general election. At one of New York City's premier venues, long lines snaking around the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, while marching bands drum up excitement.
Incredible turnout to see these lines. I've never seen this before in my life.
It turns out Americans don't even have to be earthbound to vote. U.S. astronaut Kate Rubins cast her absentee ballot with a little help from mission control from the International Space Station.
I think it's really important for everybody to vote, and if we can do it from space, then I believe folks can do it from the ground too.
Okay, that is super cool. An astronaut voted in space? Wow! I mean, it's weird that she still had to wait in line for like 10 hours, but yo, that is cool. Also, I don't know if this is the kind of story that would inspire people to vote just because an astronaut did. I mean, it's easier to vote in space. What do you have? Nothing. No responsibilities. You know, down here we gotta work. You gotta check Instagram every 10 minutes. In space, you just float around. You do backflips. You talk to some guy named Houston, occasionally poop in a bag that's taped to your ass. You're living the dream. And guys, I'm happy that astronauts can vote, but America has to ask itself about its priorities when it's easier for a white lady in space to cast her ballots than an old black lady in Georgia. I mean, just look at the lines down on Earth. Have you seen these lines? The lines look so long. Forget buying new Air Jordans. It looks like people are lining up to buy Michael Jordan.
I've heard they've only got one, but I'm hoping they make an exception. I want to get the baseball version.
But what's amazing is that even with all the long lines, even with the suppression, America is still hitting record levels of early votes. There are so many early votes that the president could already have been decided and we just don't know it. And with Election Day so close, the big issue on everyone's mind is still the coronavirus pandemic. Which is funny, because when you think about it, this whole year, everyone has been waiting for an October surprise. And it turns out the October surprise is that we're still talking about the same shit we were talking about in March. Surprise! So, with America now seeing more daily infections than ever before and hospitalizations rising in many states, the two candidates are staking out their positions on COVID-19. Last week, Democratic candidate Joe Biden announced that he will push a nationwide mask mandate, deploy the Defense Production Act to drive the manufacture of PPE, and begin testing 7 million people each day. And then President Donald Trump revealed his take on the pandemic. Boring.
That's all I hear about now. That's all I hear. Turn on television. Right? COVID, 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 COVID. A plane goes down. 500 people dead. They don't talk about it. COVID, 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 COVID.
I can safely say that I've never seen a world leader get bored of a crisis. Also, it's weird that Donald Trump is saying this when he's the one still talking shit from 2015. COVID, COVID, COVID. I'm so bored. Why isn't anyone talking about Hillary's emails? Keep up with the times, people.